I want to welcome you all today to our May Kindness Circle. So wonderful to have you all here. What a blessing to gather in kindness with the intention of kindness. And I'd love to welcome our beautiful Jan Jorgensen to start us out with a lovely invocation in welcoming kindness into our world. Jan, go ahead.
Thank you, Jill. We continue our dance with kindness. We see how it weaves more joy and more abundance. Let's set this sacred container together now. Take a deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. Imagine you are leaving all of your thoughts and your cares in a basket at your front door. Bring your heart present. We empty our minds and we gather in this bright circle of kindness. Now. Thank you, Jill.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And as we put the energy of kindness into our day, into our month, into our year, into our life, so excited to just have you in this community. I want to make sure that all of you have filled in our wonderful, what are we calling it, Mary Beth? The like who you are sheet. And Mary Beth will post the link because we have new members all the time for you to fill in your special skills and what you do. And please, as we all support each other, I want you to make sure that, you know, when you need something, go to the special skills sheet. That's a beautiful thing. Also, we're going to post Jan's free gift every Wednesday. She does a most beautiful meditation that is completely free, and she invites all of you to it. So Mary Beth, would you be so kind to post Jan's wonderful meditation invitation to be with her on Wednesdays? It's really quite beautiful and very special. And thank you, Jan, for the energy you always bring to leading us off in a wonderful way. Also, a wonderful resource for all of you. There are these great stickers. Here they are. It says, do good, be kind, and they're free. And we're going to give you the website. It's right at the top of the chat, which is dogoodbekind.life. So go ahead and email them and get your free stickers and keep spreading the word about being kind. That is always a beautiful thing. Great. And just welcome. And I'm excited to introduce today a really special guest we have for you, Herbert Lang. He's a former Harlem Globetrotter. And yes, he's going to do some fun tricks for us. And he started his own kindness movement. It's just amazing how we came together in a wonderful way that got us synchronistically together. And just so happy to have him here. Mary Beth, would you go ahead and let's give him an official introduction?
Certainly. An active speaker, entrepreneur, motivator, and author, Herb Flight Time Lang is an 18-year former player and coach with the world-famous Harlem Globetrotters. He is originally from Brinkley, Arkansas, where, as a former all-state standout athlete, he graduated at the top of his class while serving as senior class president. Herb later obtained a degree in health and physical education from Centenary College of Louisiana in Shreveport. During his tenure there, he led the Trans-America Athletic Conference in scoring and won the National Association of Basketball Coaches Slam Dunk Contest. Throughout his travels to nearly 90 countries while entertaining his flight time, some of Herb's most memorable moments include meeting Pope Francis, President Obama, and appearing on numerous national television commercials and reality shows, most notably CBS's The Amazing Race. He currently resides in Sacramento, California, where he is the proud father of two, Nicholas and Rhea, and continues to make a difference through kindness and his life experiences, which he believes are the keys to maximizing what we get out of life. He is a true believer in that we are all rich with love and kindness. Everybody jazz hands and welcome Herb.
Oh man. Good morning, everybody. Give me some more hands. I enjoy that. Really makes me miss being live in person. All right. Thank you, Mary Beth, so much for that kind introduction. Thank you for setting this up. Also want to thank Jill for being so energetic and making this happen and letting me be a part of this amazing community, because the communities change the world, and that's what this is all about. We share in the same sentiments that we're all about kindness, and we're all about making this world a better place. My motto is kindness is free, and kindness is free is something that I think was instilled in me along my journey of life, which I've had probably a little bit of a different journey than most people. It's been a unique journey, and a journey that I cherish and that I am truly grateful for. Also want to thank all of you guys for taking time out of your day to spend with us here, to share a little bit about my journey and give you guys some kindness and show you guys that through kindness, people like myself evolve. And if it were not for kindness, I wouldn't be with you guys today. I wouldn't have been a person that was in that introduction. So when I think about kindness, I think about what kindness means. And kindness is the quality of being friendly, generous, and considerate. And all of these things are a part of what propelled me to be able to experience many of the things that I experienced in my life. And it was all because of people. Before we get too serious and get into all the kindness, I do want to loosen you guys up with a little bit of Globetrotter stuff, because I was a Harlem Globetrotter for 18 years. And in that introduction, there was mentioned that, I played for 18 years. I was on a reality show called The Amazing Race, in which I was a 3-time loser with my partner, Big Easy Lofton. But the thing about that show is, the thing about that experience is that Big Easy and I, we had an opportunity to represent ourselves, our families, our community, and a brand at that time that had been around for nearly 90 years, now going into 95 years. It's been about 4 years since I retired from being a Globetrotter, but we have a motto and a saying that once a Globetrotter, always a Globetrotter. And what that means is, if you can do the Globetrotter tricks once you learn them, you can always remember them. So what I'm gonna ask you guys to do for, about 30 seconds here is give me a nice little clap, and I'm gonna take all you guys back to that time when you were sitting at home watching Scooby-Doo, or you're watching ABC's Worldwide of Sports. I've seen some people chime in that they remember Meadowlark Lemon. They remember Curly O'Neill. Well, maybe they'll remember Flight Time Lang. That's Flight Time right there. And so this is a little bit of what we do as Globetrotters. We got to be able to handle the basketball and entertain people from all around the world. And like I said, all around the world, you got to be able to take the ball all around the world. I'm working in a tight space right here, but that is no excuse. And there we go, the infamous Globetrotter spin. And one of the other things this bald head of mine has been good for is spinning that basketball on my bald head. So, thank you guys, I appreciate that. Now, as you guys watch me do some of those tricks, I'm sure that probably brought back some memories for some of you guys. Hopefully it created some new memories for those of you who've never seen the Globetrotters before. But one of the first things that people always say when you come up to them and you talk about, I'm a Globetrotter, I was a Globetrotter, they start to whistle Sweet Georgia Brown. Everybody knows that song, Sweet Georgia Brown. It's almost like that old Leave It to Beaver opening, but a little bit different. So that's the first thing that people like to do when they come up, and then they want to hold their finger up and spin the basketball. So what I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to do right now is live that dream, okay? So this is what I want you guys to do. I want you to hold your right hand up. I don't know which hand you are. Some of you are right-handed, some of you are left-handed, some of you are both-handed or ambidextrous. So what I want you guys to do is hold the finger up of whichever hand you use to write with. Just hold that index finger up. Oh yeah, and just think about the time when maybe you saw the Globetrotters live in an arena, or you saw the Globetrotters on television. Maybe it was Scooby-Doo, maybe it was the Love Boat, maybe it was The Amazing Race, Maybe it was that time I got all the questions right on Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? But anyway, enough of all of that. What I want you guys to do is imagine that basketball spinning on your finger. Just imagine it, okay? Some of you guys have never done this before, so you're not going to really be able to imagine, but you'll be able to imagine because I'm going to help you. So this is what I want you to do. Open your eyes for 1 second. All right, so keep that finger up. And so just imagine yourself spinning it and holding that finger up just like that, all right? Look at that. You guys see that? All right, you see that. All right, so I'm dropping it down. Now what I want you to do is, I would like for you guys to hold those fingers back up, close those eyes, spin that basketball in front of you, and put that basketball on your finger. Can you guys feel it? Can you feel it grinding into your fingernail? Can you feel that basketball grinding into your skin? You always wanted to be able to spin a basketball when you were a kid. Maybe it's a soccer ball. All right, great job, everybody. I'm so happy that I was able to make that happen for all of you guys. Trust me, it's much better in person, but there's a lot of videos and things like that on YouTube that can teach you actually how to spin a basketball on your finger. All right, so a little bit about me. Let's get back to what kindness is all about. Quality, the quality of being friendly, generous, or considerate. And one of the things that I like to tell my kids, I have kids, my son is 15 and my daughter is 13, okay? We're talking about quality, not quantity. And sometimes quality can be the people that are right there next to you, the people that are close to you. Sometimes we get super excited and we want to go for quantity, which reminds me of early on in COVID, I was on a Zoom call and there was this lady, she wanted to, get out and help so many people. She was just so disappointed because COVID had happened and I can hear her kids in the background, screaming for attention. And she didn't want to give them attention, the quality right there. She didn't want to give them attention. She was just so disappointed that she couldn't, reach so many people now, go out and be in front of people. And I began to think, I'm like, your kids are right there. They're asking for you. They're asking for that quality. So it's the quality sometimes of being friendly. And so my kids, with me being a former Harlem Globetrotter, my son, again, he's 15. My daughter's 13. My son's a basketball player. He's 15 years old. He's already 6'1". He's tall, he's muscular, and he's one of the popular kids in school. So what I encourage my son each and every school year to do is to make friends with the kid that you may not think you have as much in common with, because that kid could be the kid that changes the world, That kid could be the next Bill Gates. That kid could be the next Elon Musk. And all he needs is somebody to, give him a little bit of a boost, show him a little bit of confidence, lend him a hand, show him a little bit of kindness, make him feel as if he or she fits in. So each and every year, or anytime a new student comes in, this is what I encourage them to do. Go and make friends, invite them to come and sit with the cool kids, although they may not, dress or look like what the typical or prototypical cool kid looks like. And again, my daughter, the same thing. She's 13 years old. She's the captain of the cheerleading squad. She was just voted most popular. At the beginning of every school year, I encourage her, lead by example. Go out and make people feel the way you would want to feel. Because I remember growing up, I wasn't always, I joke with groups and kids when I get up and speak. I always joke and say, I wasn't always 6'3" and this handsome. There was a time when I was 5'2" and wearing the same clothes to school several days of the week. The times have changed and my kids get to benefit as a result of that. So when I think about that, it's a part of being friendly. It's a part of being generous. And generosity is something that I kind of learned, growing up. I also learned during my travels around the world with the Globetrotters, traveling to different countries like India, on the Amazing Race and needing to get information to get to certain places and realizing that these people in India who have little to nothing, who are living in third world circumstances, sometimes having to wade into water just to get to the streets or even to bath, they're willing to take time out of their day to show me how to get to point A to point B without expecting anything in return. And then when I think about being considerate, I think about being able to see things from other people's perspectives. This is all a part of being kindness. This is all within the definition of kindness. Being able to see things from other people's perspective. Now think about that. Some of us are, myself included, we can get stuck in our ways. We can get stuck up in the ways of the way that we were raised, the way that our parents taught us. But one of the blessings that I've been able to experience is having the opportunity to travel to nearly 90 different countries and seeing how people live in different parts of the world. And that's a lot of places from a guy growing up in a small town in Arkansas with 2 stoplights. But just being able to see, how people lived and the things that I thought that I had the privilege or the ability or the reason to complain about, until I go to places such as India and Sri Lanka and different parts of Mexico and South and Central America. And you just realize how fortunate you are. Be considerate, be thankful, to where you live at, because there's people that are living a lot worse than we are. They're dealing with a lot more than we are. And I take none of these things for granted because I've had these experiences. And another one of the blessings is that from these experiences, I get to talk and I get to share with young and old people, not from a biased standpoint. All the experiences that have happened in my life that have been major have been a result of kindness. So how can I not speak about kindness? I mean, even as a 9-year-old young boy, I can remember my mom had 6 of us by the time she was 25 years of age. And she was 17 when she had me. And things weren't easy. I was back and forth between my grandparents, but my grandparents, they never asked any questions. They just took me in. They never asked any questions when things weren't going the way that I felt like they should be going, or the way my mother and I should have been getting along. They just took me in. And I learned then that they didn't expect anything from me. They just wanted me there. They wanted to know that I was in a safe place. And moving on up into 7th grade, once I got into 7th grade, I was able to play organized sports for the first time. And this is when I met my mentor, my high school basketball coach, who would coach me from 7th grade through 12th grade. And he instilled a lot of things in me. But one of the main things that my coach instilled in me was generosity. My coach would literally drive me home from practice every single day if I didn't have a ride home. He would take me on trips with his family because he knew that I couldn't afford to go on some of these trips. He would take me back and forth to AAU basketball practices. He would feed me, not expecting anything in return. He just wanted to be a part of the story. He wanted to be a part of my success. How many of us out there right now have an opportunity to make a difference in a young person's life, or an older person's life, or somebody who we've crossed paths with, maybe 10 to 15 years down the road? Maybe there's somebody that's reaching out to us right now, just wanting to have a conversation, just wanting to have a text message conversation with you. And all it takes is a little bit of time, Think about that. All it takes is a little bit of time and a little bit of kindness, And so as I think about my journey even more and getting on to college, the way that I got a basketball scholarship was not only because I was a pretty good athlete, it was because I was also a good student. And as a result of that, a guy from another university who I could come in and take his spot. Now there's a chance that we play the same position. He came and watched me play basketball in high school as a senior, and basically went back and told a Division I, NCAA Division I school that they should recruit me and give me a full basketball scholarship off of what he watched or what I displayed within 2 games. And he told me that he was going to go back and tell them about me. And I kind of forgot about it. I forgot that he was, going to give me a chance to go and play college basketball with him. But at the end of the basketball season, I got a phone call from that school. He actually kept his word. He went and told Centenary College, which is where I went. It's located in Shreveport, Louisiana. He told them about this pretty good basketball player from his hometown who didn't have a bunch of scholarship offers and didn't have any Division I scholarship offers. Long story short, I ended up going to Centenary College and playing basketball alongside this person, but it was out of the kindness of his heart and knowing the person that I had been over the course of my life, with his family knowing me and me knowing them. This led to me eventually winning the college slam dunk contest at the Final Four in 1998, which led to, of course, my 18 years with the world famous Harlem Globetrotters. And so I share with you all these things and how I got to the journey of kindness. It's through my journey. It's through my purpose. It's through my intentions. Although I didn't always have everything that I wanted growing up, I always had everything that I needed. And the quality of the things that I had could always outweigh the quantity. And again, when I talk about quality, I think about the people that are close to you, you know, the people that you get to see every day. I'm not saying don't reach out and be broad in the people that you contact and want to help, because Jill and I and many of the people on this call, we have a bigger mission. We want to help a bunch of people. We want to help a lot of people. We get to change the world, but we also get to be present and have good intentions with the people who are close to us. So I just want to leave you guys with a couple more things. Some of the things that get me through my day. First of all, it's about being kind to myself. I get up, I meditate, I exercise, and believe it or not, these are not things that I actually did every day when I was playing. I didn't get up every single day and meditate. I didn't get up and take a long walk. These are things that I learned as I got older, but I get to share with you guys. I get to share with other people. These things are important. I didn't read as much. Now I'm reading more. You know, these are all things that we get to share, but it's just an amazing time. And I'm just so excited to be a part of this group. And Jill asked me to leave you guys with a question to go into the kindness circles with. And what I want to ask you guys as we go into this kindness circle, it's all about kindness. So I just want to ask, what area or areas in the quality of being friendly, generous, or considerate can each one of us improve in? And this could be, I mean, a relationship with a friend. It could be in business. Just in what ways can we improve in being friendly, generous, and considerate of others, being able to see other people's point of view, and being able at the same time realize there's more things that we can agree on and work together and fix than we disagree on. So again, thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you, Jill. Thank you, Mary Beth. Thank all of you guys for being here. I'm just so excited and so elated. If any of you guys want to find out more about me and maybe see me live in person, feel free to reach out and I'll make myself available.
Herbert, you are awesome. But, you know, also we actually talked about your wonderful opportunity. You, besides reaching out to you, I think you were going to give something away.
Yes, what I'm going to give away is, so I didn't have anything specially prepared, but I am a author. So I'm going to give you guys a copy email. Hope I can get you guys this email. I think Jill probably can arrange that. I'll email you guys a copy of my chapter from this summer's release of chapter 4, actually volume 4 of Jim Britt's Cracking the Rich Code. So if I can get you guys this email, actually I can put my email in the chat and you guys can email, and I'll email you guys a copy of the chapter of this book.
That's perfect, Herbert. Yes, put your email in. That's great. And then you guys email. That is beautiful. I mean, to me, you're just an inspiration of what fame is possible to do, but really what we are all possible to do, right? Because each one of you is famous. Each one of you is a name in your own right. And I think Herbert's such a beautiful example of, Mary Beth, we're not going to add their email to the chat. He's going to put his email in. Sorry.
Right. And that's right. Yeah, that's fine.
So Herbert, go ahead and put your email in, but I really just want to thank you. And oh my gosh, I'm just, my heart's open and I love what you said. And I love that we're going to send people to the chat. His email is in the chat now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to circles and we're going to talk about how can you be more, what areas or what qualities do you need to be more friendly, generous, or considerate of others? How can you improve that? We're going to have 5 people in a circle and 12 minutes. So what I'm going to recommend is you spend, let's call it 1 minute and 30. The person with the shortest hair in the circle, will you please be the timer? And the person with the longest hair, you go first. 1 minute and 30 each. And then if you have extra minutes, that's beautiful. You can talk. Mary Beth will have the chats open for each of you in your individual chat. And we're so excited. Mwah. Have a good time in your chat. 12 minutes. Have fun. Welcome back. Welcome back. How was that? Give me a thumbs up if you had a great experience. Yes.
That was really fun. Yes.
Such wisdom. I'd love to take some shares. First 3 to raise your hand or raise your hand in the chat. Mary Beth, you have to help me look. That would be fabulous. I see Susan. Wonderful. Who else has their hand up? I see Jennifer. Wonderful.
And Lisa Tolles.
And Lisa. All right, let's start with those three and see how our time goes. Go ahead, let's keep it short, punchy, and focused, and love to hear what your experience was.
Oh, well, shall I go first?
Sure, Susan, that's
Okay.
great.
Thanks. We just had a wonderful group. Everybody just had some great things to say. Claudia was talking about being more attentive to how she interrupts people, so to try to be more considerate. Rhonda was also, that was something that she was doing, but she wanted to also calm her heart down before she interacted with others. And Justine felt she was considerate and friendly, but she wanted to be more present and not so rushed. In other words, she didn't have to take that Zoom call when she could have been with her grandkids, and give more possibly to money for her church. Lisa said generosity is not just money, but it's in your spirit, in the benefit of giving others the benefit of the doubt, not being so judgy all the time, and treating yourself with grace. And me, I just want to make sure that I'm always present to the moment and kind and considerate when I see somebody struggling. I just want to help them and be present to that need of others, and also to take care of myself.
Oh, thank you, Susan. That was a great, what do you call that? Summation. That was a great summation. Love that. Thank you. And thank you. I'm impressed. And thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome. Thank you to my group too.
All right. How about Lisa?
We had a wonderful little breakout room with some real insight, talking about different types of generosity, time, patience, also being generous to ourselves. But Lyndon Adams identified something really meaningful, eye contact as generosity. And I just picture, like, you know, I live in a city, and walking down the street and looking directly in the eyes of someone who might be in need, and as a way of saying, I see you, I appreciate you, we're part of the same human family. And that's such a beautiful message of inclusivity. So that was, I learned a lot in that breakout session. Thank you.
You're on mute, Jill.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate the sharing. And Jennifer, go ahead. Let's hear from you.
The one thing that I took away from that group is how everyone connects with their heart in our group. And even here, everyone connects with their heart, and how everyone is looking for ways to be able to help others in so many different ways, whether it's sponsoring someone to go to a workshop, or helping them, like today, helping someone do a healing. So that to me was what I took away, the most important part, and how kind you can be by just connecting heart to heart.
Oh, thank you. That's so beautiful. Wow. These groups are gelling is what I'm feeling, and powerfully connected is what I'm feeling. And let me just say, eye contact for the computer means looking directly in the camera is a beautiful thing, because people do feel like you're looking at them. Even I know you want to look at the screen at them, which of course I'm tempted even right now as Jennifer's on screen with me, right? But looking at the camera means I'm looking at you, and it makes a huge difference. So I just want to really presence that. And thank you so much. Couple reminders, and we're going to go into our next breakout circle, which is, of course, the giving and sharing of leads and lead generation. For those of you who haven't been to my virtual publicity course, we are posting in the chat a wonderful way to come in, really get your name out there, and create the credibility and visibility you deserve with our special code and special pricing. Those of you who have been in it, wonderful reminder, come back. And my act of kindness is you're my guest. So come on back and enjoy. And I know that it will really benefit you for where you are right now. Please help keep spreading the word about the kindness circles. Next month, we have Bernardo Moya, who is the founder of the Best You movement. He's been creating personal development brands throughout the world. huge events in London, Dubai, LA, all kinds of places. Now he has the Best UTV. So I definitely invite you to come and enjoy, I know you will, his version of how he uses kindness in business. And that'll be really super. And our next meeting, Mary Beth, go ahead and post it in the chat. And Mary Beth, also while you're at it, post the link for this Year of Kindness. Spread this to your friends. It's still $97. It's going to include our virtual Kindness Summit, which will be held in November to celebrate World Kindness Day. And if you need any help on your PR challenge of getting in People magazine for the Kindness Awards that I'm challenging you to get. And also, please let us know via email, what are you doing in your communities for conscious acts of kindness? So we definitely want to know that too. Please let us know via email and keep us informed on that. Okay, so that'll be really great. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go into circles. Mary Beth, how long did I say on this one? Please remind me.
14 minutes.
Thank you, for 14 minutes. And we're going to have you spend, how many people do we have, Mary Beth? 5, right?
4 to 5 in each room.
Beautiful. So why don't you spend no more than, let's do 2 minutes apiece of what do you need for kindness? What's your request? One request, please, and let the others pour into you. So I would advise, don't spend the whole time talking, spend more time receiving. And then of course, as the givers, you spend a lot of time giving, please. And the person with the longest hair will be the timer. And the person with the shortest hair will go first. All right, so 2 minutes apiece. And please go ahead and monitor yourself based on how many you have in the group. Have a wonderful time and be kind. We'll see you soon. Back, everyone. And we want to give you extra time in the circle, so we won't quite have time for shares right now, but we are reposting how to get a hold of Herbert's free gift. Wasn't he fabulous? And of course, how to, making a reminder to all of you, fill in the skill shares document, because we want all of you to help each other in business. That is the purpose of this. And then we reposted the virtual publicity course. And if you're an alumni, the email from Mary Beth, so you can claim your free seat. And we're so excited to have you all here. Donna, go ahead and private chat Mary Beth would be great. I just want to honor.
No, I just wanted to quickly just tell everybody this is Mental Health Month. And an associate of mine who recently lost her sister to suicide has created, and I put Katie's Mission, it's called. So this is her first summit. So if anyone would like to go up and contribute to help her, it's a great cause to help mental health.
Thank you. Thank you for making us aware of it. Go ahead and post that in the chat. And
yeah, it's a big link. So
okay.
Jill, how long is the publicity crash course? Is each day a separate one-day course, or how long?
Each day is a separate one-day course. Yeah,
It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
Oh,
Take it. Not kidding. Do it.
Take it again.
Do it.
yes, and take it again if you've already
Take it
taken
again.
And keep being kind, would
Bring
you?
a friend.
Great.
Bring a friend.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for your generosity of spirit. Thank you for being who you are in each group and for giving to each other. And remember to practice a conscious act of kindness every single day.